Have you ever felt like you are studying 4 hours but the information just does not seem to stick when you need it most? What if there was a simple yet incredibly powerful tool to make your study sessions much more effective and help you remember things for longer? The very best way to use flashcards is by combining two incredibly effective learning strategies: active recall and spaced repetition. These two methods, when used together, transform flashcards from a simple memorization aid into a dynamic learning powerhouse. The reason this approach works so well comes down to how your brain learns and remembers. Active recall strengthens the neural pathways associated with information. Each time you retrieve an answer from your memory rather than just rereading it, you are essentially exercising your brain, making that memory stronger and easier to access next time. Spaced repetition, then, takes advantage of your brain's natural forgetting curve, presenting you with information just as you are about to forget it, which is the optimal time for cementing it into long-term memory. First, let's talk about creating your flashcards. Make your own cards whenever possible. The act of writing out the question and the answer itself is a powerful learning step. Keep it simple with one question or concept on the front and a concise answer on the back. Consider adding relevant images or diagrams if they help you visualize the information. Do not cram too much information onto a single card. Next comes active recall. When you review your cards, do not just glance at the question and flip to the answer. Instead, look at the question and actively try to generate the answer in your mind, or even say it out loud before you flip the card over. Really challenge yourself to retrieve the information. If you can explain it in your own words, you truly understand it. Now for spaced repetition. You can do this with physical cards using a simple system often called the Lightner system. You will need 3 or more boxes. When you get an answer correct, move that card to the next box, which you will review less frequently. If you get it wrong, it goes back to the first box, meaning you will see it again very soon. For example, box 1 might be reviewed daily, box 2 every other day, and box 3 once a week. Digital flashcard applications like Anki or Quizlet automatically handle this complex scheduling for you, which can be a huge time saver. They show you cards you are weaker on more often and cards you know well less often. This smart scheduling ensures your study time is always focused on what you need most. After you have recalled the answer, even if you got it right, take a moment to briefly elaborate on it. Can you explain the concept further? Connect it to other ideas you have learned. This deepens your understanding even more. Also, mix up your flashcard sessions with other study methods like practice problems or essay writing. Flashcards are a fantastic tool, but they are most effective as part of a well-rounded study plan. This strategic use of flashcards also develops a skill called metacognition. This means you become better at understanding your own learning process. By actively testing yourself and tracking your progress, you gain clear insight into what you truly know versus what you just recognize. This self-awareness is invaluable because it empowers you to target your weak spots precisely, ensuring you are not wasting precious study time on concepts you have already mastered. It is like having an internal coach guiding your learning. By consistently applying active recall and spaced repetition techniques to your flashcard study, you are not just memorizing facts, you are building a robust and resilient memory. This approach reduces the stress of exam preparation because you know you are learning deeply and effectively. It allows you to confidently face academic challenges, knowing that the information you need will be readily available when it matters most, leading to better grades and a stronger grasp of your subjects.